On this episode of the Cyndágo podcast,
featuring special guest Grayson Beer.
The metal genre, movie scores, the rhyme game, and annoying Jesus? What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Cyndágo podcast. I am one of your two hosts, Lick the Llama.
And I am Cunna Lucy.
Today we have a fantastic guest with us today.
A fantastic and fan favorite.
Fan favorite, guys, you've seen him before. If you've seen Rodney, our first ever video, one of our best.
Yes.
Definitely.
It's runner-up.
Runner-up?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get into that in a second. But anyway, I want to introduce this absolutely incredible gentleman we have with us today. This is the one, the only. Can you give us a drum roll?
Ooh, I don't know if I can. Let me try here.
You better give us a drum roll.
Okay, here we go.
The one and only Grayson Beard.
Hello there.
How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. It is much later on this side, this coast, than it is over there.
Yeah, it's like 2
But that's okay.
a.m. for you right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 2:12 in the morning.
Oh, way to
that's
correct
okay.
me. Get all specific.
Oh, we got to get all technical now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get technical.
12 minutes.
Yeah, let's get technical. Death metal.
Death metal.
Oh, man. On the blast beats, we've got Grayson B over here.
With metal, you said death metal. I feel like there's all types of metal, like death metal. I feel like there's weird names for everything. And these may not be actual names of metal, but I feel like death metal, crunch metal. Tiny metal.
Crunch metal.
That sounds like it could be a thing, doesn't it?
Can crunch metal be a thing? I really
Dude,
like
crunch
that.
metal.
That sounds great.
We have a new obligation to the world, Grayson. We have to bring the world crunch metal.
Well, see, but
I don't know. Fluffy metal.
But like, there's already crust.
There is
Like
crust. You were
punk?
close. You were
Ew,
close.
that's gross.
Crust punk.
Crust
It's more like
punk?
crust punk. Really?
Well, I mean, it is punk. It's not metal by any means, but I mean, it's crust punk. So it's like, it's already got that grime, that salty brine that is. I don't know why crust.
It's got a little bit of
salty
punk.
brine,
It's
but
got a little bit of punk. It's got a little bit of like really old, dirty rock in it, but it's got a lot of grind. A lot of grind. There's usually a lot of grind in crust punk.
Is there
I like
ever
crust.
a very particular just there's metal, then you have loud metal, quiet metal.
Oh God, Ryan, we
medium
could
metal.
go into these. We could go into these subgenres for
You
years.
are, I mean, I know you're joking, but you're actually asking legitimate questions.
yeah, you really are.
You're asking,
like, no, seriously, like if you're gonna get into the whole the semantics of subgenres, we could go on for like hours and hours and hours.
Is it possible that there are subgenres of metal that you just don't even know of? So I could be right when I say
sure.
there's crunch metal.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of tough to say if there's like. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that's going on now. Okay, basically, like any other genre of music or any other like thing that's created.
Before we move on, I have no knowledge of anything metal.
Yeah,
Except for creating the video, helping with like Closer to Me Than Him videos.
Right, and that's fine. But so that's what we'll do. Let's take some time, guys. Let's explain to Ryan Grayson and to the listeners who don't already know. Let's try to give him a quick synopsis, if you will, of metal. I know it's going to be hard.
A quick
It's gonna be hard.
synopsis. Okay.
But I started a point. I want to finish it before we move on. But I was saying, like most
Yes.
other things where there are subgenres and subcultures, it all starts from one thing.
Yes.
It all started from one genre. And then from there, somebody said, okay, well, I'll fuse it with this other genre from a totally different style of music. There you have the birth of a new genre. And that keeps happening. It's like a half-life of a cell. It just keeps going,
So
keeps going.
Did metal come from rock?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. So it's heavier. It's harder than rock. So,
But it did come from rock.
It did
yeah.
come from rock,
I mean,
yeah.
yes.
It's hard to say accurately because there are hundreds of forums of a lot of old dudes arguing all this shit, all ages actually.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It was Black Sabbath, and it was. I mean,
Led Zeppelin is one of the really one of the purest, earliest bands to really bring that like hard edge to music. They got blues, elements of blues, elements of like surf rock. They've got elements of jazz. They've got all these different elements. They brought it together, distorted their guitars, and had a singer that just fucking wailed every night on that mic.
Yep.
And then you had,
I think.
yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah. So Led Zeppelin. If you've heard Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, well, I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah. They have some.
You've heard of Led Zeppelin. You've gotten the lead out.
You've gotten the lead. I was just about to fucking say.
Yeah, but see, like the earliest band that I've heard that has any sort of ties with the word metal. I mean, albeit probably like it's probably either got to be like not even Motorhead, but like Deep Purple are a lot in a lot of circles considered to be the first speed metal band, which is basically like a heavier like just like dirty rock and roll.
Well,
and
Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna move on. If you want to finish this point, move on because I was gonna ask something. I'm just curious about this.
I was just gonna say, yeah, Deep Purple's song "Lazy." Holy shit, dude! That's like an early Shredder song, easily. Mm-hmm. That's got some fast guitar licks that just really fucking.
And actually, for all those people that speaking of guitar licks, for all those people that play Guitar Hero, and we'll obviously we'll move on from this point, but just to relate to the public, if you guys play Guitar Hero, I think it was Guitar Hero, maybe it was Rock Band, but the Deep Purple song "Highway Star" was a huge monumental moment for them. It was a good, and even presenting it to the public at a later generation. I mean, I feel like it was a big deal too because I mean it helped to open people up to
and to even further explain to the layman Deep Purple, if you've heard "Smoke on the Water," that's Deep Purple.
Yep.
Dun,
Yes.
dun,
Really?
dun, dun,
Oh, yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun.
That is like first week of guitar basics right there.
Absolutely.
That is like, all right, we're gonna start on the E chord and we're gonna hit these frets and you're gonna be jamming in no time, boy.
When did metal take the turn from, as you were saying, coming from rock and it was like this new thing and people are getting excited about it, to just kind of like that thing that parents automatically hate? I mean, even though like rock had that about it, but like, that thing that like just, not even parents, but even like other kids are like, oh, that's just, it's only for the like down emo type people. Like, when did it start getting that like, I don't understand.
Emo people? I don't know.
Like,
I think what started
not
off originally
emo,
was
but
it was like
I don't know.
I think I know what Ryan's kind of asking. When did it evolve into this thing that's like
Where it's stereotyped as stuff like that. I'm
It
not
was-
saying
it was
that
almost-
belongs to that crowd. I'm saying
yeah,
that's
it was almost like stigmatized, I would say. I mean, to in a lot of ways, at least at the beginning. I mean, it was like that's music for devil worshippers.
You
I don't know why I go to like the southern like
Dude, we're all from the
devil
South.
worshippers.
It's okay.
even though we may not sound like it.
Nobody can blame us. We're all from the South.
It's weird,
But actually, it's interesting. I've talked to my dad about this because my dad's always liked harder, heavier music, the stuff that most other people of his age group.
Your dad likes the faceless. That is so
my
cool
dad
to me.
loves tech death, and like he actually just messaged me today. He's like, "Hey, the Contortionists, BT Bam, and Animals as Leaders are going on tour." He fucking told
Yes,
me
they
that.
are.
I was like, dude, that's so cool. Unfortunately, they're not coming anywhere near me, or I go see them. But those are some metal bands and some really good progressive, incredible musicianship in those bands that I just mentioned. Anyway, my dad was explaining to me when I was younger that crooner music, which is the genre of Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, all that kind of Bing Crosby, that kind of music, the whole like
God, I love Frank Sinatra.
boo doo boo, that kind of music.
That's life. That's life. Oh man.
Exactly. That kind of music was viewed as like, it was kind of like looked at and like people were like, ugh, like what is this? Parents didn't like it. And you never think that because that is like the most easy listening whatever music. But when you think about it, all the cool music to your parents at one point was frowned upon by their parents.
But do you think
Of course.
with metal, I don't know, like with metal, like in the future, like people, like kids, like when you have kids or I have kids, if we ever have kids,
Right.
It's just, the kids will be like, oh, that's old people music. When they hear
I think about
death
that
metal,
all the
like
time.
Dude, people
couldn't
already
imagine
are
that.
like that.
Yeah,
people
really?
already do like people do that with like bands like I don't know like Megadeth or Iron Maiden. I mean, they're not death metal, but I mean like
It's like dad
even
metal.
elements.
Dad
yeah,
metal.
that's some
It's
dad
not true.
metal.
It's
But,
not.
like,
Now I
even-
like it, but that is a stereotype that goes along with it.
dad metal.
I like that stuff.
Dude,
dad,
I
I
just
just love.
Yes, I just saw Iron Maiden and Megadeth together last year. I love it still.
You did?
So,
did you go with Seth?
No, I didn't go with Seth, but I met up with Ethan and Cole. I'm almost like Colby Jack, Colton.
Oh, that's so cool.
I met up with Ethan and Colton there. I went with Alec actually.
Oh, that's so sick.
And it was so amazing.
For the listeners, those are friends of ours that are in bands and stuff from South Carolina. But yeah, so definitely, I mean, there's always been, I mean, ever since metal was born, I think. But it's just that's the hard part, is saying like when it was born. Like I feel like when I get into these conversations, as knowledgeable as I feel like I am, and as easy as it feels like it is to answer these questions, at the same time I feel like I could look back on what I'm saying 2 years, 3 years from now and being like, I didn't know shit back then. You know what I mean, Grayson?
Yep.
You ever know what I mean?
I do. Oh my god, like I feel like I like music is such a developmental thing. I mean, music grows just like we grow. I mean, like the early forms of I don't know, for the I don't even want to jump into different genres here. Early forms of metal, I mean, they very, very quickly like evolved. And I mean, that's how we live, you know, from at a young age to like our adolescent years, we change so quickly. And I feel like that the minute you think you know something, there's a whole new door that just opened up and it's like, holy shit, what is this? And that's completely relatable to life. So
Right.
Fun fact there for you kids.
Absolutely.
Kids.
And metal too, I think that I don't think when it comes to metal there are a lot of things that a lot of people disagree upon. There's so much disagreement with like styles of music, styles of subgenres and stuff within metal. There's always people fighting. There's always people arguing about what's best, what's better, what's cool, what isn't cool. But one thing that you can always say that stands true, I would say, is that metal speaks to the outcasts. That's what it does. Metal speaks to those who are not part of a general crowd. You know, people who.
Well, it's definitely like it's definitely kind of against the grain. You know, I mean,
Right.
I think metal in itself was not established to be something that went along with the cultural norms and customs of the time.
Right.
And I mean, it still remains that because, like for instance, like we can geek out over the Faceless or Necrophagist or whatever, and all these bands that to us are just enormous. They're fucking huge.
Right.
But to people that are that are well, like just deeply rooted into the music scene that is the general public, the pop music scene, if you want to call it that, just that top 40s kind of Billboard music scene, that a lot of that sound, I mean, it doesn't reach them. And in a lot of ways I kind of like it that way, because maybe it sounds selfish, but it's like, hey, this is ours. But at the same time, whenever some bands cross over, as soon as that happens, whenever those bands try to get known more by like the mainstream public, then they almost get shunned. I mean, people like get pissed off about that. They're like, "Oh, man, that sucks." I mean, and a lot of people poke fun at hipsters for being like, "Oh, I can't like this band anymore because they sold like 2,500 CDs or vinyls." But I mean, and we talk shit about a lot of people talk shit about them, but I say them like hipsters being a whatever. Point being, but then we do that ourselves, I think, a lot of times. And so I think in a lot of ways that there is a lot of hypocrisy in the metal scene. There's a lot of naivete, if you will.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
There's like a million elephants in the room every time I've gone to a show and gone to hang out with like this big scene of people. There's always at least 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 elephants in the room where everybody doesn't want to admit.
Dude, that would be the
like
coolest mosh pit ever. Elephants in a mosh.
Oh, you.
Well, what do you think about the bands that like have songs like "Abortion Clinic Massacre"? Like, what do you think of those types of bands? Like,
well, you can tell right now when we're laughing at it. I mean, I'm sorry. It's because a lot of those bands. Okay, I think one of the biggest bands that are guilty of such things would be Cannibal Corpse, which are easily one of the most, if not the most, well-known death metal band alive today.
They were in Ace Ventura for guys who
they were in Ace Ventura.
They were in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. They were the band.
Yes, they were. That was a huge monumental moment for my humor. Was that movie? But yeah, like those bands. I mean, I mean, they are really cool dudes. In fact, I have a DVD of theirs from their release, Evisceration Plague. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
that was such a.
And there's a DVD of theirs in there, and I watched through that, and that is an incredible DVD. That's why I love seeing things like that bands release, like Black Dahlia Murder release things like that all the time. I have their DVDs. It really shows a side of them that a lot of people are like, oh, they're metal people, they worship Satan and this and that. I'm like, they do throw around like a lot of we'll call it left hand stuff, but
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
But I mean, that's I think that is more for the sake of the element that is metal, that aggression, but it's not anything that they actually take within themselves as true or
right.
that they practice.
Because,
I mean,
yeah, it's all about the expression, and that even saying that it's expression is kind of weird because it's still a terrifying.
It seems purposely jarring, though.
Absolutely.
I
mean, it's meant to shock,
yes.
but it's fucking. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I think I like it so much because I was introduced to it by people I looked up to. Mm-hmm. Because for me, like when I was a kid, before I get into my background in music, I do want to say. Yeah, or like what brought me into metal. Before I get into that, I do want to say this is a really cool fact. The singer of Cannibal Corpse right now is an absolutely huge World of Warcraft player.
Really?
He
Yes,
has
he
a World
is.
of Warcraft tattoo on his arm. And like,
Yeah.
it's so funny because he'll be like doing interview and like, if you ever see this guy, what Corpse Grinder?
Is he
That's his
scary
nickname.
looking?
He's
his
fucking-
his
Have you ever seen
stage name is
Metalocalypse?
Corpse Grinder.
Have you seen
No.
Metalocalypse?
No.
The show?
What? Oh man!
Why
Ryan,
would I
oh.
see it? You know me. Why the fuck
I mean,
would Ryan see that?
It's Adult Swim. I don't know.
I've heard of it.
Because
but
it's
it was never my
hilarious.
taste.
Oh, Ryan, you would love it. You would love it.
I feel like you'd
guarantee
love it, dude. I feel like you'd actually like it. You don't need to know metal to enjoy the character.
It's so.
I feel like
it's
I'll
so,
miss out on a lot of the
Yeah.
Oh no! See, it's very much rooted more in the comedy. I mean, it follows a metal band, but I mean, oh man, Ryan, you would love it. Oh.
I think you would love it, dude.
I'll like it, for those aspects, but I still feel like I'll miss out on the moments to where like something will happen and Daniel or you will laugh, and I'll be like, I have no fucking idea why.
Well,
what's happening.
we do the courtesy of explaining why. So
Okay,
next
okay.
time, but
Just me over the
I don't know.
pouting.
I would just leave him high and dry, and I would laugh my ass off. I'm just kidding. I
High
really
and
wouldn't.
dry, dude. Come over, it's California.
High and dry, bro.
dude, that's what California is, dude. High and dry. we don't have enough water.
That's
and
really
there's a lot of
sad.
weed.
I don't want to talk about your drought.
Yeah, well, anyway, so
Drought.
he's terrifying.
Drought.
It's a serious problem that we don't see. But that's all we'll say. That's all. We'll leave it at that. But yeah,
don't
this
notice it.
dude's neck is like fucking. I don't even know. This
What's
guy's
this
neck
dude's
is.
It's
name
the
again?
size
He had a
of,
big
like-
pause,
It's
yeah,
the size of
okay.
like an.
Corpse
I don't even
Grinder.
know.
Singer
Like a
of
tree
Cannibal
trunk.
Corpse. Tree trunk neck.
Yeah, no, look him up.
He has
Look
a
him
neck
up.
the
Look at
size
his
of my
neck.
wrist. All right, guys. I'm so sorry for the listeners out there, but we're gonna look this up. You can't
Gotta
see
show
it,
me. I
but
gotta
get on
see.
Google. Get on Google right now. If you're on your computer, if you're on your cell phone or
Corpse
something.
Grinder. That's his
Corpse Grinder.
Is he-
Corpse Grinder, and then search Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah. In fact,
Literally, if you
speaking
type
of.
Corpse Grinder, the first thing that comes up is Corpse Grinder neck.
Are you
First thing it
serious?
says, dude. Look at his
Yes.
fucking neck,
Yes.
dude.
Jesus, that's him.
That's him, dude. He's a
He looks
monster.
scary as fuck.
You know why? Because he headbangs, like he does this circular headbang.
And that worked out his neck.
Dude,
Yeah, probably.
no.
He
He
can-
looks like
he
a
can crack
WWE dude.
Corey Taylor from
probably.
Slipknot has a big ass neck too.
Who?
Corey Taylor, the singer of Slipknot.
Slipknot.
You know Slipknot.
I know Slipknot. I don't know. It's like
Corey Taylor's the singer.
Oh
well,
man,
he's always wearing
Corpse
a mask,
Grinder.
so-
Corpse Grinder could like crack a walnut with his neck.
Yep. But
Like-
yeah, but like
he could do a lot of things with that neck that you should not be able to do with even the burliest of biceps.
I don't want to watch the video. No way will understand what's going on. But I had a YouTube video up. I was about to show him of Corpse Grinder talking at an interview about World of
what does
Warcraft.
he sound like as a
He kind
person?
of sounds like this. He talks like this because his voice is always worn out from going all the damn time.
That's exactly what it is. Yes.
But yeah, you're bringing it back to your question, which is why they do that and what the appeal is. I don't know, man. I think we're all fucking crazy inside, and I think that everybody
Probably.
has this little bit of insanity inside of them, and it's either you accept it and you fucking
Yep.
just have this corner pocket of your life where you're like, I'm gonna fucking let it go, boom. So then when you get back to normal, you're like, or when you get back to talking to people and creating conversation and being an active citizen, it's like,
There you go. Well, you can be
go
an
to
active
Tumblr.
citizen and do that.
everybody has their fix.
I think
That's right.
yes. I think another facet of that sort of mentality, if you will, that bothers me
Right.
is
The mentality of what? The mentality
wait,
of what?
explain
What
the
men-
mentality.
what
Well, the mentality of like metal being like I was gonna go. I kind of reverted back to the whole like not understand like what the appeal to the aggression and that sort of just like very angry. I guess you call it angry. I mean aggressive. Atmosphere.
Very aggressive
A lot
music,
of
though.
yeah, it's very aggressive, and a lot of people actually they're like, I don't want to be angry all the time, and I want to go to these shows, and I don't want to be angry and hurt people. I'm like, that's actually what, and I've actually explained this many times, pretty much the same way every time. Whenever you go to a show, to a metal show, and there's like mosh pits, which if you don't know what that is, I mean, if you can look it up on YouTube, you can find them anywhere. Mm-hmm. It's that giant group of people just running around like into each other, and but the point of that, and I think is because the music, if you really enjoy it and you enjoy that sort of just aggressive feel to it, it manifests itself inside of you in a way that is so primal that the only way that you can express that is to literally run at the guy next to you and run into him.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's for the sake of enjoyment, and everyone that's there gets that. They understand that. And that's what they do. That's and a lot of people are like, man, I don't want to be angry, and I'm like, no, we don't do that because we're angry. We do that because it's exciting, and like, I mean, it's fun. Like, people invite that. There's people on the other side of the mosh pit that are like, yeah, come on. They're inviting that. They want that, and a lot of people seem to misunderstand that as like actual violence. I'm like, no.
And to add to what you're saying, it's really interesting to view a mosh pit from an outsider's perspective, because
yes, it is.
You and I both, Grayson, and every single metalhead ever stood on the outside of metal at one point in their life when they were a kid or whenever, before they crossed that line and were like, all right, I'm buying this album, I'm getting this shirt.
I thought you were talking about literally you stood outside and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go try this out. Like,
no, of a mosh pit, legitimately. I think everybody.
That's definitely how that works. See, I mean, like, looking at a mosh pit is intimidating as fuck when you haven't been in one yourself.
But here it is. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about mosh pits. When I was a kid, I saw one, scariest thing I've ever seen. Terrifying. There were these dudes twice my age throwing their full weight at full speed at other people. Terrifying. Why the fuck would I want to do that? But I hear the music. I see, what is everyone doing? They're fucking smiling. They're loving it. They're having a great time. And it's the fact that it didn't make sense to me. And I was like, well, all these people are doing it. Why not? Let's
peer
do
pressure.
it.
Peer pressure.
That's kind of what it sounds like. But no one was telling me to get in. No one was forcing me to jump into that mosh pit. And another thing,
I know, I was just kidding.
Let me explain this too. Another thing that's great about it is that if you fall down in a mosh pit, what's the first thing that happens?
Oh, absolutely! They're going to pick you back up. I mean, they're going to pick you up, but they're going to put you. They're going to push you back in though, because that's why you're there.
They pat you on the back. They smile. They say, "You good?" They make sure you're good, and you move on.
Yep.
There is mosh pit etiquette. There really is.
There is. There really is. It is very much a controlled chaos.
Absolutely.
Well, to some degree. I mean, not too much control.
But be prepared for injury.
When I was
Yes.
17, I was in a mosh pit for Cannibal Corpse. Fell down, and some dude with steel toe boots kicked me in the ribs. And that hurt.
Accidentally, of course.
Oh, absolutely accidentally. He didn't just see this stupid kid and kicked me. I was dressed in black like everyone else, so I didn't stand out.
There's got to be people that just.
Yes, I was dressed in black like everyone else. I'm a dark pit of despair.
Wearing a revocation shirt, looking like a fucking badass. You know how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I can't tell you the judging eyes that I see at shows, like just scanning the room and being like, "Oh, he's got a bullet for my Valentine shirt."
Oh my god, you're wearing a Day to Remember at a fucking.
There's one
fucking.
There's where the hypocrisy comes in, because a lot of people in the metal community pride themselves on being very tolerant and open with religion, gender, I'll call them issues, like the gender social issues, and I guess that we all are aware of today. And I would say for the most part, yes, but there's a sect of people that are very judgmental,
right?
And I mean, I can't really put my finger on who necessarily, but I mean, there's a lot of there's a common vein in the people that are that way that you can always like. There's something about them that you can be like, oh, I should have figured by that particular facet of them. So, and they all kind of fall into one group.
I was just okay. Wait, about what people are you talking about? Just metalheads, or like are you talking?
Well,
about
I'm talking about the judgmental people in the metal community. Like I said, the metal community, like a lot of people. They generally speaking, I mean, the metal community is very tolerant. I mean,
yeah, but you have to be understanding to the people on the outside that. I mean, yeah, it's their fault for not trying it, but you have to be somewhat understanding when there are bands that have song names or names that are very just like in your face purposely.
Absolutely.
You have to be aware that people think this way for a reason.
Of course. There's
What
no.
do you mean by
I mean,
that?
there's no.
People are. What do you mean by that? People think
Like if
this.
people like when they surround themselves and when they hear of metal, all that's really thrown at them is just like this yelling. They never get explained to what it is, why it's a good thing, why it's fun. It's always just thrown as like, yeah, it's as you said, it has the negative stereotypes like, oh, worship Satan. Then you have bands that have intentionally just kind of like just not. I'm trying to find the word. Just intentionally harsh names. So you have to be somewhat understanding as to outsiders that haven't been really put into this community of how it can be kind of off-putting at first.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no denying that. I mean, that's another thing that.
But that's not excusing their ignorance for
No.
generalizing
I mean,
a whole group of people.
That's well put. I would definitely say. I mean, like I said, I understand that the stereotypes exist, and I understand about how people can come to that point. And I mean. I think I can speak for a lot of us. Whenever I say that, as far as metalheads go, I mean we understand where it's coming from because I mean we were there at one point. I mean, that's not just something that you're born into necessarily. I mean that's something that you grow into. I think.
I think it took courage. It takes a little bit of courage and a little bit of a lot of curiosity. Little
sugar,
courage, a lot of
spice,
curiosity.
and everything nice.
Seriously, it takes a certain. I don't know, formula to make a metalhead. It takes a little bit of this, a little bit of that, courage, curiosity, insanity. I don't fucking know. But like something, because, nobody explained it to me. No one was like, here's metal on a plate. Take it. And now you are a metalhead. Now you are a bona fide metalhead that everyone will agree.
Boner fide, Boner fide.
I am now a erection-fied metalhead. No, that didn't happen.
Yep.
I had to like go out of my way to like, I'm interested in this. Well, first of all, I kind of cheated because I come from a guitar player's background. So when I at the age of metal was right at the turn when I was getting into like shredder. I was getting into like people who could play fast, people who could play a lot of notes in a short amount of time. And you'll find that all over metal. Metal is filled with really technical guitar playing. So it was kind of like an easy transition for me. The vocals at first, I didn't get them. I was like seventh grade. I didn't like it. I didn't get it. Didn't make sense to me. I didn't have a lot of people around me who liked metal that like got me into other stuff. So I kind of just like trudged my way. I listened to everything, every band on iTunes. I looked up, I learned how to illegally download music at a young age. Just got every album I could. First real band with like heavy vocals that I really got into and really could not stop playing was August Burns Red.
Right on.
Absolutely.
I think. I was. I remember
Christian
the song.
metal band, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Christian metal.
When I was a Christian, I was heavily into Christian rap. Well, I think the dude's name was like Lecrae
Toby Mac
or something. Like Toby Mac.
Toby Mac he's a Christian rapper, right?
Is he? Oh, I was
Toby Mac.
I remember listening to this guy named Lecrae.
Yo, this is Lecrae.
No, Lecrae though. I know. I hear that name all the time. I've never really listened to Lecrae, but I know a lot of people that actually listen to Lecrae. Still,
Toby Mac, Christian hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I actually,
think
started to enjoy other stuff that my church wasn't like.
So, it's bad for you. So, on the contrary of everything that Grace and I have been talking about, music, metal. I want to ask you now, Ryan.
Oh, Jesus.
You are, when it comes to music, you and I sit on opposite sides of the field.
Yeah,
I spend almost all my time doing
Well, that's
something
your
involved
field.
with music. That's my field. No, but here's the thing. I have a question for you.
Okay.
I'm curious. Like, so when you were young and you were introduced to music, like, what does music mean to you? Like, as someone who is a listener, because it's not that you don't like music.
Yeah.
You love music.
Yeah.
I know that you go out of your way to find music when it hits you.
Yeah, I'm mostly like, I'll listen to stuff every now and then that is like considered on the radio sometimes, or Pandora and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But mostly I'll find myself after I see a movie, I'll look up the soundtrack. Like It Follows, the soundtrack was great. I love it. I love music that can build things up to a visual. I don't know. I love film, so that's just me.
Yeah.
But I also like look up musicals, like The Book of Mormon, Evil Dead the musical.
Hello, my name is Elder Price.
Yeah.
And I would
So,
like to shoot.
Like I'm a big kind of like sing along type of guy while driving, but like I
There's
also
nothing
like
wrong with that at all. That's
music
great.
that puts me in a certain mood. Like I'm a big I don't know if that makes sense. There's people that listen to music and of course they're emotional because it's like happy go lucky, but like I'm a very just I have to listen to something that's fitting my current mood.
Right.
I can't like force myself to listen to something on the radio like if for instance like when you and Gray were trying to introduce me to metal, I first only listened to it when I was like kind of angry or mad at something, but then I started playing it, like had my windows roll all the way down, like if I got excited about something. Like I made that transition when I listened to metal. I do have to get, try to listen to more, because right now I'm stuck on like hip hop rap. What's his name? I've been listening to
Childish Gambino.
and
Yes.
the other guy that I listen to,
Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Dude, his new album, holy shit on my face.
What's his name? He
Hey, if you want me to shit on your face, man, I'll do it.
I'm trying to think of all the rappers.
YouTube guy that I'm talking about.
Oh, Watsky?
Yeah, Watsky. I just like
Oh
him.
man,
Yeah.
Saw him
You-
on Watsky. Great.
dude, if you like rappers like that can really throw together some words and and spit some real fire, you should listen to Aesop Rock, man. Not ASAP Rocky, Aesop Rock.
Aesop Rock. Okay. Well,
Aesop, like Aesop's Fables. Aesop
Yeah.
Rock.
because there's also what are some others like I've listened to a little bit of Tyler the Creator, and one person that I just like because of their voice and how they say things is Danny. What is his name? Oh, he has a song called "I Will," and it's all about Danny Brown. That's it. I don't know. "I Will" is probably my favorite song of Danny Brown's that you introduced me to. I'm sure our listeners would just love that song, but
Dude, Danny Brown is crazy.
he's just entertaining to listen to.
He's
as
got
I
such
said,
a style.
yeah.
He's got such a style.
I like music where like I can like sing along and like also get into the mood. I'm that guy that drives down the highway with his windows rolled down, just singing along to stuff.
Dude, that's the best kind of guy in my opinion.
Yes, it is. That's what I mean. Absolutely, and I'd say we've done that with metal. I mean, haven't we done that to Between the Buried and Me before?
Dude, I think you
Just
and I have done that to. Dude, remember when which album came out? The Heart Machines album came out. Dude.
Oh my
remember when you
god!
showed me that, dude?
It was you, Gray, and was it Luke?
I think Luke was there. Yeah, they're back from Clemson.
And I'd put it on, and we're just driving back to your house, and you were like turning sideways in your seat, just like,
Yeah,
holy
that's crazy.
shit! Ah! But anyway, but going through all spectrums of music, I mean, I feel like I completely relate to you, Ryan, on listening to music very much based on my emotions, like what I'm feeling at the time, and I can totally relate to that. Just music is almost entirely emotional for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and not necessarily like, oh, I need it to feel a certain way. I mean, it's just music evokes. I mean, it's like a passion. I mean, it's especially. I mean, that's what I love music. Music is the reason, is one of the primary reasons that I find this world so beautiful. So I mean, it evokes such a fire.
To your question, Daniel, what does music mean to me? The first time I actually started noticing music was listening to John Williams' score in Jaws. That movie, it started my love for film for two reasons. One, it provoked fear, which is a very intense emotion. So I was like, wow, something can make me feel like this intensely, like making me not want to look at a screen. Like it's just visuals when you think about it. It's just an image. But I was scared. And then also the score helped that as well. Like it helped the suspense. And I was just like, I've seen kid movies up until then where it's like the music is very kind of run of the mill. Just kind of like when something's happy, it's happy, happy, happy. And it's like, it doesn't make you feel happy. It's telling you that it's happy.
Yeah.
But it's more like the music, like the score that I listen to, as I said, it just tells you what to feel. But like stuff like Jaws and other stuff, like you just feel a certain way. Like even going back to his John Williams stuff in Star Wars, I listened to the recent trailer for The Force Awakens, and it just made me happy. The music just made me happy. It wasn't telling me to be happy. I just felt like I was like, oh.
I think John Williams carried that movie on his back.
Yeah.
And I might be one of the few people to say that. Because that's I mean, I'm definitely stepping into some interesting territory by saying that. But dude, if I was to watch Star Wars without the soundtrack, if it was made by anyone else, I would be like, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you were telling me something about John Williams. I didn't even notice. I never knew. But he said, a lot of people use this instrument, but you said he likes the harp.
He loves the harp. Here's another fun fact about John Williams. He's not used a computer to this day.
What?
He writes it all down.
Damn.
He writes
That
all
is
down for himself.
incredible. Are you
I'm
serious?
completely serious.
He'll
Speaking
probably
of
announce something
films,
on his deathbed, just saying, I used a computer this whole time.
Joke's on you.
that would suck. And be like, fun fact to have all these downloaded.
That's some. I mean, he does it. Like all the greats, all the great Baroque period classical composers did.
Have you noticed any composer who's like new and upcoming that you've had has caught your eye?
When you say composer, do you mean like classical composer?
Oh, sorry, composer. For film.
Oh,
Music
like the
composed
guy
for
does
film.
score. Oh, what's his name? The guy who did the Insidious soundtrack, Joseph Jacob something.
Joseph Jacob Heimer Schmidt, whatever.
John Jacob Heimer Schmidt. Yeah,
Dingleheimer Schmidt.
I'm gonna, to avoid looking like an idiot, I'm gonna use the internet for the third time in this episode.
That's okay.
of the
I actually had to
Cyndágo
use it myself.
podcast.
Actually, yeah, I was going to say, I guess I'll throw in my 2 cents as far as this goes. One of my favorite composers for a film, and this is just from one film that I saw that I knew that he was a part of
Can I
with the
take a
film
guess?
score.
Can
Was,
I take a guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hans Zimmer?
No, but he's great too.
Okay. I was just trying to name a big name.
I was gonna say, sorry, I hate that I have to interrupt you, Grayson, but I do want to finish what I was saying. I figured out Joseph Bishara is his name. He's the guy.
love
the
Joseph-
Insidious score.
Bisha. Have you guys ever seen the movie Sunshine?
No.
Is it only called Sunshine? Not Sunshine.
It's called
Spotless
no.
Mind?
It's called Sunshine. It's
not.
it's like a sci-fi sort of. I mean, it's the premise of it is very sci-fi, just about what it's about. But I mean, it's kind of also a thriller because at the same time, it's not like a sci-fi thriller. It's not the thrill isn't the whole the man battling the universe. I mean, technically it is, but it really confronts your own humanity and mortality and just fear itself. But basically, Sunshine is this movie about and I don't know if you want me to ruin it for you or if you want to watch it, but it's basically
it's more than just Ryan and I you're really talking to right now. So you
that's
might as well
true.
not.
That's true. Yeah.
Ruin it.
Okay. So anyway, but point being, guys, everyone listening, ladies, gentlemen, dogs, stray cats, whatever, you should all watch the movie Sunshine. And the film score is by John Murphy.
Did you say Spotless Mind?
No,
Sunshine. of the
Sunshine.
Spotless Mind? I'm pretty sure you accidentally just said Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Are you sure you didn't?
I'm positive.
Okay. I just thought I heard.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. But Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is also beautiful too. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. But John Murphy did the film score for Sunshine, and that score it was so emotionally devastating in such a good way. Like it took me through all kinds of different emotions. And I mean, I'm actually really directing this towards you because of just hearing about how you really love that correlation between film and the music, and how a scene with no dialogue but with the music can make you feel so much that emotion that it can evoke such a fire within you. Sunshine, man, you should really, really look up that soundtrack, and it will blow your mind. It's just beautiful.
Do you know if it's on Netflix or anything?
I don't know if Sunshine. I mean, you can probably find
I can
it
just probably find it on some legal site where people can just give it to me legally.
For free.
Yeah, for
yes,
free.
free for yes.
Speaking of soundtracks, a great, amazing soundtrack that I'm a huge fan of was Trent Reznor's work on David Fincher films.
Yes.
Like he did. Trent did. Well, he did it with someone else. The other guy that he worked with, his name escapes me. But
The soundtrack sounds similar to the It Follows soundtrack. except
yeah.
It
Well,
Follows-
I'm talking about the soundtrack to
Gone Girl?
Girl with the Dragon
and
Tattoo,
Gone Girl.
yes.
He did both of those movies. A lot of like surrealist kind of sounds going on. A lot of ambient.
Yeah, it was Trent Reznor and Karen O from the AAS.
Oh, that's right.
But I think that was only on they covered the Immigrant song, which is the Led Zeppelin song. For all of you who don't know that.
Does the guy you were talking about with the score? What's his name? The guy
Trent Reznor.
Trent
Does
Reznor.
he have like? Because I know It Follows kind of felt kind of like 80s like retro. Does he have that kind of same?
Trent Reznor is actually the
Nine Inch
mastermind
Nails.
behind Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh, I remember you telling me that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. He is Nine Inch Nails. So yeah, he's kind of got that like his
He's minimalistic. I mean, that's his thing.
very
is
minimalist,
minimalism.
very industrial.
And
very
like industrial minimalism. Yeah.
And whenever you say industrial, I just picture like kind of grungy. That's what
Very
how,
grungy.
Okay,
Very
so I just
grungy.
wanted to make sure like those who are
Well, grunge.
because
Grunge.
I think I
Yeah.
speak for a lot of the audience because you guys know more about music than probably a majority of our audience. Like
I don't know. That's a pretty far fetched
So
one there.
I don't know. We could have some serious music fans in the audience.
I'm
See,
talking about majority. I'm talking about like a mass. Like generally speaking, I feel like
well, I think everybody has room to learn about one new artist. Everyone's got
Agreed.
that one musician that they don't know yet that's going to change their life, and I feel like everyone should be chasing that.
Absolutely, and the same goes for like Ryan, your love for film, and well, both of you for that
Right.
matter. I mean, there's movies that I'm sure that I haven't seen that when I do, I will probably call you specifically and be like, "Oh my God, Ryan, can we please cry about this?" and you'll be like, "Yes," but yeah, whenever I
you want to see. Do you want to see a good movie? Right now, out in theaters is a movie with James Franco and Jonah Hill called True
Okay,
Story.
we've
that's
already
just
covered this.
Phenomenal.
We've already covered this.
Giving you another shout out.
But if
creepy
you want to
James
hear,
Franco.
if you want to hear our very detailed opinion on this movie, please listen to episode 8
Please.
of the Cyndágo podcast if you haven't already.
Cyndágo.
Cyndágo.
I'm going to say it like you say it. Cyndágo.
Cyndágo. Do we ever explain on the
Cyndágo.
podcast why it's called the Cyndágo podcast?
No, why don't you explain it?
Cyndágo.
Well, if you're going to put me on the spot.
I just passed it right along to you.
Yeah, I just threw it right
It's like
to
you're
me.
playing hot potato with talking, which is bad because this is a fucking podcast.
Okay,
Popcorn.
well, I'm just gonna take the wheel here. So basically, guys, if you're wondering why it's called the Cyndágo Pond. Nice, dude. Hey. Check out my Bandcamp, and you can listen to my Pond remix. Thank you. But anyway,
Message from Daniel Kyer.
if you're wondering why it's called the Cyndágo podcast and not the Cyndago podcast, well, that's because a lot of our friends think the first time we talked to them about Cyndago, they assume that it's pronounced Cyndago. And
then I was so smart in coming up with this idea.
Oh,
Like,
guys.
oh
you
God!
don't
Like
even
my
know.
brain.
Look at him
like,
rubbing his nipples as he says
I'm
this.
actually rubbing my nipples as
man.
I'm saying this. I'm like sexually like
See, times I wish,
rubbing my nipples.
yes. See, times when I wish we didn't have to turn off the video so we can get better bandwidth.
No kidding. But yeah. So Ryan geniusly.
Yeah, I mean masterfully.
Oh, new word, guys.
Masterfully.
That's a word.
Masterfully's a word.
You said masterfully. So
Because I don't want to say masterfully.
There you go.
That's too much work. Masterfully.
one extra.
You
You got to throw in the apostrophe,
The apostrophe?
Yeah,
In
but
masterfully?
All right,
masterfully.
just leave Grayson out
Like
of
when
this.
like the
Explain-
the old English way of abbreviating things, like tearfully, or like
Oh, like ma'am.
Oh, and dad.
There's
DA apostrophe AD.
dad. Okay, anyway, explain the goddamn thing, please.
Okay, so as he was saying, our friends were like so confused, so they said it's called the Cyndágo, and we're like, no, it's just. Well, actually, you're right. And then some other friends were like, it's called Cyndágo, and then we're like, no, it's not Cyndágo. What do we look like? Mexicans.
Well, we don't.
Yeah, we don't. We really don't.
No.
So anyway,
Oh, you went there. How could you?
We gotta have one fuck up every podcast.
Yeah.
We gotta have one moral slip.
One moral slip.
Oh my god! But yeah, so we decided that, or he came up with the idea as soon as he said it. I was like, because we were thinking for hours, like, what is our podcast going to be called? It can't be this. It can't be Cyndágo podcast. That's too easy.
We wanted to have a different brand type feel for it.
So we took the same spelling and added an apostrophe, or no, an accent, not an apostrophe,
and gave it a Mexican-all theme. Mexican-all. I meant to say Mexican-ol, O-L apostrophe, but then
say Mexican, Mexican.
What did you end up saying? I didn't quite catch that.
Mexican-ol. I said Mexican-ol.
Like regional.
Just in that Mexican-ol region.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I'm hurting.
But yeah, so we're sitting at the almost 50-minute mark, and I have no intention of stopping. What about you, Ryan?
No.
I say we keep this train on moving.
Yeah, I say what do you say, Grayson?
What do you say, Grayson?
Can you do it?
I say we
keep up.
I say we
keep up a
just
little more?
we come to a fucking screeching halt and we just end this right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck you.
No.
Please,
Okay,
please,
guys,
let's
I have an
continue.
idea.
I'm going to latch onto that moving
Okay.
train. We're going. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I got an idea real quick. Oh, okay. Well, actually, I was gonna say I had to piss.
Oh, you have to piss?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's give him a round of applause. If you're sitting in a waiting room or in your somewhere, just start clapping. Everyone, just start clapping.
I'm clapping for myself right now because I'm an egotistical fuckface.
All right, so Ryan's gonna go piss, and Grace and I have some important some business to bring.
My
up.
dingle flongle is gonna be flopping over the toilet seats.
Dingle flongle.
All right, while you're gone, I just want you to think about what you just said, Ryan, okay? When you come back, you explain. Okay, well, Grayson, we have something really important to do, and I'll go ahead and initiate it. It's something that we tried to do in our last podcast but didn't work out because of technical difficulties.
I love it. Technical difficulties are my favorite.
Dude, great song by Racer X. Great band. Anyway, let's do it, man. Let's play the rhyme game.
The rhyme game. So do you want to explain? Would you like me to explain? Or you just want to jump right into it, and then we can explain after a couple rounds?
I'll do everyone a favor and I'll explain it to them now.
Okay.
So basically, guys, we're about to play a game called the Rhyme Game, and the Rhyme Game is essentially a game in which you can play with you don't need a board, you don't need pieces, you don't need cards. All you need is friends. Now, if you don't have friends, I don't know.
Then just have a friend, not friends.
A
Plural.
friend.
Oh, by the way,
If
I'm
you don't
back.
have a
I'm
friend,
back.
then maybe you can teach your
welcome
dog
back,
how to talk.
Ryan. Yeah, just anybody. Yeah, parent, paper bag.
Microsoft Sam.
A paper bag.
So basically, the game is you come up with two words in your head that rhyme, okay? Mm-hmm. You don't say them out loud. You think them in your head. And what you have to do is create a clue
that do not have the words in it.
that don't have the words in it, but the clue you give to your friend or friends, and the clue must make them think of those two words.
Okay, so let's start off. Let me give you an easy example.
Give me an easy example.
Okay, an easy example would be a home for a rodent.
A mouse house.
Yep. So like that.
Right. Or like a misbehaving father would be
Bad
A
dad.
bad dad. Yeah.
All right, let's give him one more example before we get started.
Okay.
Some stupid simple.
Something that illuminates the dark.
A bright
nightlight.
Night light.
Yep.
I said bright
Or
light.
both, yeah, either one.
There we go. Okay, so I think you guys get the general gist. We got smart fans. We got smart listeners. So they probably got it from the first exam. All right, Grayson, start us off. Give us a clue.
Oh man, you're gonna throw
Putting him
me
on
on
the
the
spot.
spot like that? Jesus.
Put you on the spot
Let's
hardcore.
see.
Well, we already gave 3 examples, Grayson. Come on. It's your turn to shine. Bright like a diamond. Fuck me. God damn it.
Whenever you're, oh god,
Whenever you're trolling.
whenever you're trolling, yeah, whenever you're strolling along, whenever your shoes play music. No, that's stupid. I'm trying to. This is a weird one to explain. All right.
A sneaker speaker.
Yes.
Nice.
I don't know if I phrased that
Nice.
one well enough, but apparently I did.
Okay,
Or maybe you guys are just smarter than I thought you were.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
An African American who climbed a beanstalk.
Jack Black.
Jack.
Yeah.
Blackjack.
Blackjack, Jack Black, whatever.
All right, I've got one.
I heart
I've
Jack
got one.
Black.
There you go, Tumblr.
If Spears and Houston did a collaboration,
Whitney Brittany.
got it.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. That was really good. I hate
Oh,
you
yeah.
for that. Just kidding.
Yeah, thanks. All right, Grayson, you're up.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's
He's
see.
thinking right now.
Okay.
All right, you know. Oh, go ahead.
Whenever a large rock is seething hot.
Boulder Smolder.
Yes.
Nice.
Smolder boulder. Yes.
Smolder Boulder, yeah.
Either way.
That's one of the weird things about the game is sometimes the answer comes to you, but you say the words out of order, but normally the clue implied a certain order to the, you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
Jack Black, Blackjack.
Yeah.
Drive-through where you can order alcoholic beverages.
The best kind of drive-through is what that is.
Yeah. Drive through.
Florida. I'm just kidding.
You go vroom vroom in this drive-through, and you can order alcoholic beverages. It's a place where you can do this.
Vroom vroom.
That's
Did you accidentally say the word?
No, I did not.
You said
Vroom,
drive.
vroom. I said drive. Yeah.
Drive-through
A car bar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Car bar.
Awesome.
Boom. That was okay.
That was like unnecessarily like not unnecessarily. It was like
it was
unintentionally difficult.
It was good though because the clue could have put us in any direction, but the answer was simple. So I
Yeah.
think that was one of the
Yeah.
best so far.
Oh, thank you. I'm rubbing my nipples again.
Yes.
Okay, now you are.
I just you called me out.
Sorry, dude.
How
You gotta
dare you.
actually rub your nipple. Don't lie to the listeners. They're smart, great, beautiful people. You can't.
If you're
Don't look at me like I'm lying.
exactly. If you're rubbing your nipples, they need to know.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Don't worry, I'll let them know. I'll
You
be
need to have like a
truthful next
nipple
time.
rub ding.
I want
every time.
Chipotle.
A
so
nipple
bad.
rub ding. Yes. Can we
I want to go fill a bowl with rice.
Oh,
Dude,
please
that's what
just
we're doing
edit that in
yes,
there. Just edit that in there, please, for the
after
love of
filming.
God.
After filming.
We are shooting a sketch tomorrow with Mark, guys. Really excited about. It's going to go up on.
We
his
say
channel.
tomorrow, but it's been a week since we recorded this. Pretty much. Almost like it's.
Oh, that's true.
We're recording this
Yeah.
on a Wednesday. It's going to be uploaded
Well, it's
on Monday.
Thursday now. If you want to be
Oh.
an asshole about it,
Well, you okay. asshole.
I called you an asshole, dude.
Dude, you know what?
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
You're a rascal asshole.
Grayson's an asshole.
I'm offended.
Oh, Daddy. What was the thing you
my
closed the
God.
last podcast with?
What?
You closed the last podcast.
Oh, daddy, yes. Okay, I got one.
No,
I got
I had one.
A
Okay, go
drunk buck.
A beer.
What
Yeah.
was
Okay,
it?
all right, I got one.
My clue was a drunk fuck.
No,
Yeah.
buck. No, okay, whatever. That also kind of rhymes almost, minus the N.
Drunk fuck.
No, buck.
Buck fuck.
Bunk.
Bunk.
Oh, dude, an alcoholic bed. An alcoholic bed.
A bed.
Dude, you just said the word. Come on.
Bunk. Bunk.
Drunk bunk.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
All right, go ahead, Grayson.
But my mind didn't even think that bunk was a word. Bunk. It doesn't sound like a word. Hey, what's bunk? What?
Excuse me?
Ooh. Do I want to venture into this territory? I think I do, because we've crossed some boundaries tonight. So screw it.
Okay,
Go
whatever,
ahead,
you know.
man.
Let's see.
We'll just blame it on you.
How do I want to describe this?
I've got one to fill the space.
I was gonna say, please do. I was gonna say, I need to figure out a way to describe
Okay.
this.
All right, I've got one. All right. A three-wheeled sharp object.
Knife, trike, spike.
Got it.
Wow, that was. Wow.
It's kind of stupid easy.
No.
I'm not calling Ryan stupid because he got it. I'm not saying it was stupid easy because Ryan could get it. I mean, that's not what I was.
Okay. Oh wait, Grayson, you have one, then I have one. I forget things easily.
Oh,
so
you've got one?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Go.
Please do.
Okay. Okay.
I'm enjoying this.
Jesus that is just tired of being on the cross. He's just so tired of being on the cross. He's just like, please, just get me off already. Jesus. He's just get me off of this cross. I'm so. Ugh.
Christ?
No.
No?
I mean, Christ our.
Oh, come on. He gave it to me.
Yeah, I did. What is it?
Lord.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Imagine poor Jesus just.
Okay, guys, are you done? Jeez.
It's more like if Jesus just like stopped caring about being on the cross.
Yes. Okay, so now that we're in this territory, now I don't feel quite so bad.
See, I thought that would like make you feel good.
Perfect transition. Perfect transition.
Let's see. An infernal being who impregnates people.
No.
Oh.
No.
An infernal being.
That impregnates
Infernal.
people. Infernal. What's infernal mean?
Fiery.
Really?
Be hellish.
Oh, okay.
Hellish, that's one way to put it, yes.
Hellish.
Devil.
Devil.
Boy.
No. Demon. Semen.
Yes.
Semen demon.
Yes.
Nice. That's not that
That's not
bad.
bad.
That's not bad.
But that was before we talked about
Bored
Bored
Lord.
Lord.
Compared to making fun of Mexicans.
Exactly. I was like, we're already in this territory, and I was like, I don't know, this would be
Not that
awkward
there's anything
or
wrong with
something.
Mexicans. Come on, guys.
Or just like, Jesus, guys, I'm really tired of being up on this cross. Like,
Sorry.
Jesus. Literally.
I mean, he was.
I'm sure.
He was what?
I mean, nobody wants to be on that cross.
no. I mean, he had two thieves behind him, probably talking his ear off.
Yeah. Well, they were like beside him. Hey, so, what do you think?
Did you catch the game last night?
Did you catch the kid? I was going to say, did you see what she was wearing? Jesus. And then Jesus is like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
See, like when you're saying they're beside him, like. Whenever I saw like a painting or whenever I imagined, I thought they were like kind of beside him, but like a little bit behind.
That could be true too.
So he just heard him just like talking.
Shut up.
But he like had to keep presence because God's like, you have to be a good boy today.
Come on, just die already. I just want to die. I don't want to listen.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is,
I wanna
man,
move
that's
this
okay. That's okay,
boulder.
though. Okay.
sorry. All right, it's Ryan's turn.
It is?
Ryan's turn. It is Ryan's turn.
Okay.
All right, new rule. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but new rule. If it's your turn and you have one like brewing, but you're not ready, you can pass.
This one may be hard, and I don't even think you'd get it. It is a note you can sing. It's when you hit it that it sounds like the dopey sidekick of Captain Hook.
I don't think I'd get that.
Oh, no, hold on. The minute when you hit the note?
Yeah, it is at a certain. It's a certain
It's pitch something.
pitch. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, a kiss me.
It's not pitch.
Yeah,
Kiss me.
Yep.
Got it.
yeah.
Me. Oh, I didn't know that.
Kiss me. Yeah, I knew you because you're not really.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
You gave up cartoons at a young age,
I did. I don't know.
but not.
Dude,
like,
It's not like I just like gave them up. It's like I started watching them, and I was just like, I don't know. This just doesn't appeal to me anymore. Don't get me wrong though. There are certain cartoons I could still watch. and still
Absolutely.
love.
I own SpongeBob, so I mean, like,
Dude, SpongeBob will forever be my favorite cartoon. Hands down.
ooh, I love Spon. I think. Oh man, it's a toss up though.
South Park is
I
probably
also
mine. I
also
love
love
South
that.
Park.
Well,
like
I'm still
kid
like
shows.
Holy
I'm still a
shit.
Nickelodeon
Yeah,
boy.
South Park
I
is
also
great.
loved Angry Beavers. I was all about some Angry
man.
Beavers.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, are we stepping into the zone right now? Are we stepping
doing
into
this right now?
nostalgia land?
I think one of my favorites was Jimmy Neutron. You have to say
Yes!
that's not a cartoon, but come on. I think just
Jimmy
Carl
Neutron.
and
Sheen.
Dude, all real monsters,
Ultraline.
man.
is that the one where the
Our
guy
Real
had his
Monsters?
like he held up his eyes
He
with
held up
his
his
two
eyes.
arms?
Our Real Monsters was great. Dexter's Laboratory. Oh man,
Oh my
Grayson,
god.
you're a little bit you're a few years ahead of us. What were some cartoons that you were like super into that we might not have been?
God, you piece of crap. Wait, I'm just kidding.
You fucking old man. Come on,
An old man.
speak.
I don't.
You're such not that.
Some cartoons that I was into. I mean, there
You're younger
wasn't-
than Mark.
I mean, I'm not that much older.
Oh, wow.
We're kind of in the same generation of cartoon.
Yeah.
That's true.
Dumb.
That's true. I don't think there's really any big
Let's
gap.
see.
What's that cartoon where it's like the guy with like the I don't know, he has like red, yellow, and white on his face, and he has sharp teeth, and he has squinty eyes. I can't remember I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to mention that I remembered a book that I read in elementary school, and it was like one of my favorite just like books that I got to read because it dealt with a giant monster. And for the past 2 years, I've been trying to remember it with no luck. I finally remembered the name, and I was wondering if you ever heard of it
Go ahead.
because it was on an episode of Reading Rainbow. It's called Abby Yo-Yo.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. You remember it?
I remember now that you said Reading Rainbow.
Yeah. Yeah,
No, I
they
remember.
had it on Reading
I remember.
Rainbow.
Oh my god, dude! No, we actually had a read along tape, and it had like the song. It was like Abby yo yo, Abby yo yo,
Abby Yo-Yo. Abby Yo-Yo.
Oh.
Abby Yo-Yo.
Abby yo yo, be yo yo, be yo yo. Dude,
I don't know why I was trying to think of it, but I was like, it scared me. Like I was easily scared. We've already been through this when I was a kid, but like just until you actually saw him, he looked kind of dumb. He was very geometric, the monster. But like the shadows and stuff before they showed him, you remember like they showed the sunset and he was blocking the sunset and they just kind of showed his silhouette. Like he looked terrifying, Abby Yo-Yo, the giant monster in it.
woo! I heard
you
that
remember
toilet
that
flush.
Let's go in a little back. I love you, Grayson.
I love you.
Aw, thank you.
So yeah, let's stop whatever we're talking about dead in the tracks and let's start a new conversation.
Abby Yo-Yo, you really gonna put Abby Yo-Yo
I'm just gonna put
away
it to
like
rest.
that?
I was
Jeez.
peeing while you're talking about it, so I didn't.
You might. I'm not sure.
We
might
heard
be
the
able to
toilet
do
flush
that.
though, so
Could you hear me pee?
I heard you pee. I'm not sure they can hear you pee.
no, but no, we
You
definitely heard the
unlucky.
toilet flush.
So unlucky, you guys. So yeah, it's been fucking awesome to have you on this podcast, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Seriously, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay,
Date
enough with
ads.
the Mexican.
I love Mexicans.
You don't love all of them. There's
True, there's some bad.
plenty
Mexicans.
of. I mean, there's assholes in every demographic.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what race you are.
Oh, this sounds like another door.
What door?
I'm just trying to give people fodder just to see if anyone will ever complain. But I don't feel like people will
true.
complain because they don't like. Why would people who hate us listen to an hour of us talking?
That's true. If you're still listening after 8 episodes of the garbage that comes out of our mouths, then you're clean.
You're part of the
good.
problem.
You're ready. Yeah, you are now
You're
part,
part of the
of the problem. That's awesome. Yeah, so it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for sharing your insight on music.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for being who you are.
dude. Thank
both
you
of
so much, Ryan, for sharing.
It's great to be here, you guys.
Great to
Good.
be
I'm glad that you
here.
live right next to him. Thanks.
Yeah, man. So we need to plan your visit more, man, because we want
Yeah, we want you
you
out here.
and we want Gray to come out to Los Angeles and stay with us at the same time, so we can just hang.
Coming back to something.
Uh-oh.
Remember in the beginning of the podcast how I said it's
Oh my
runner
God.
up. How I said Rodney was runner up at the very
Oh,
beginning.
man.
You remember that?
Yes.
I do
How
remember
Rodney
that.
was runner up. The reason I say that is because with our place in LA, with our newfound discoveries, of course, like with you're gonna get the ability to create more what's the word, intricate music.
Dynamic music.
Dynamic music or whatever. And we also have better cameras. I believe that when Grayson comes down, we're going to make something with him, a song that might even be able to top Rodney.
But for now, Rodney is number one.
Yes.
But one day, that's true, man. That's very true. The challenge is real. The challenge is there. But I think
so you've just created a bar that has to be surpassed. I mean, there's no
getting around that.
Yeah.
Exactly. We got to go over it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you can't go under it, can't go around it. Do you remember that game? Did you ever play that in preschool or high school? Or not high school, Jesus. But seriously, you don't remember that?
No, I don't.
You can't go
I don't remember that at all.
Can't go
No, I don't
around
remember
it.
that.
There's like this little song we used to sing.
But you gotta go through it. Gotta go through it.
You gotta go through it. Yes, you do remember it.
Maybe I remember, but I was just kind of going off of context clues. With
It was
that
like,
one.
we're going on a trip. We come across a peanut butter lake.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah, it was just like weird shit,
maybe
man.
it's somewhere in my mind. It's just not
Do you
coming
remember
out to play.
crisscross applesauce, hands in your lap? That's what they used to do.
Oh my.
Go home and bed.
Eat him up.
and
Eat
then
him
you
up.
will
Gotta
fap.
take a crap.
Man, you guys both had a little rhyme prepared there. That was nice.
Ooh.
All right, so let's take this podcast home with one more round of the rhyme game. And guys, I encourage you, listeners, I encourage you to play this game. And if you say, if the person you're playing it with says, where'd you figure that? Who'd you find this out? You're going to say the Cyndágo podcast is where you heard of this game. You heard it here first, guys. And if you've already heard of it, then
Tell them to download the podcast and post about it on Tumblr.
there you go. Tell them to complain about us. All right. Anyway,
So
let's do one.
we each get one.
We each get one finisher. So, guys, bear with us if there's a little bit of silence for this part
You'll
because
edit it down, I'm sure.
we got it. We got to.
God, I feel like we're on that. What's that fucking game show that Wilmer Valderrama did? Whenever, like,
Wilderama?
People, yeah,
make that up. What do you say?
Fez.
Wilderama. I don't know what that is.
You mean that '70s show, Fez?
Yeah, Fez. And when he hosted a show, not a game show, but where people would like. It was basically like a turf war, or not. I said turf war, Jesus. Like two guys would like basically bash on each other. Like basically your mama. Was it your mama?
I don't know.
Do you know what? It was like, I think it was like it was called Your Mama or something. They would basically make Your Mama jokes.
Huh?
And it was a show, and they would walk home with like $500.
I fucking remember that. And then he
Wait,
would always
your
call
mama?
cash money. He would always like be like, yeah, you get the cash.
Oh, it was
on
$1,000,
MTV.
not $500. $1,000 in cash money. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on MTV, right? Or VH1 or something.
Yeah, it was probably VH1. It very well might have been MTV.
Dude. Wow, man, throwback. Totally forgot about that. Anyway, yeah, so wait, we're not playing that though, are we?
No.
No, we're not playing that. But we like whenever they had their finishers, I mean that shit was what decided it.
Holy shit.
It didn't matter how well you did. I mean, you could have been doing piss poor, crawling like turtles through peanut butter slow, and you hit that good finisher, and it's like bam, done, finish line, done.
Well, this is what this will be then. Let's
Okay, I
do
got
it.
one.
All right, Ryan's got the finisher.
Two penises. A penis attached to another penis.
A dick
cock
stick.
attached to another cock.
It's not a dick stick.
No.
Damn it.
Let's see. So he said rod and he said penis. So it's and cock.
Yeah.
No, you didn't say.
You know what
rod.
really sucks though is
made
the
that
fact that I
Yeah,
was
but let's just pretend I
totally
said it.
I was totally in the realm of penises for
A
like
penis and
my
another penis. Two penises.
for like my finisher. I'll stick with it. I don't care.
I'll make it easier for you.
No. Why would you do that?
Because
Don't do
it's the same answer, but it's a different way of saying it that might be even probably better.
that. Okay. Go ahead.
When a doctor punctures your penis with a sharp object. With this sharp object.
Crying is that the answer?
No.
Suing. That's
Yes. Suing him blind. Revoking his medical
prick.
license.
Dick. Prick.
Dick.
Dick prick. Yeah, you had it right. I was just,
How was that two?
Huh?
How was that two
Because
dicks?
prick is a name for a penis, and then dick is a name for a penis.
Oh, I was thinking like double
Entendre?
something.
I just wanted to say entendre.
Double entendre.
It's cold.
All right. Grayson, what you got? You got anything? I'm still thinking.
I was in the same realm with penises. I'm gonna stick with it. So
Okay.
It's Penis Kingdom.
Wow. Penis Kingdom?
Penis Kingdom.
Penis Kingdom.
Yeah,
I'm already liking
Penis,
this. I'm already liking
Penis
this.
Kingdom.
This is good.
But not specific. But not like the community. It's specifically the structure, the kingdom structure.
Something castle.
Penis Kingdom.
Cock block. Cock shot. Cock block.
Penis Kingdom. Guys, if you're getting this, if you've already gotten it, then good for you, because we can't figure this out, man.
It's not really a euphemism for penis. It's actually like
like an anatomical term for a penis?
Yes, it's more anatomical, yes. Penis Kingdom.
Shaft. Raft.
All good things that could be made into clues.
Shaft raft. What?
A penis kingdom.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's in that order. It is in that order. Penis Kingdom.
Oh,
So like how the answer works. And it's anatomical, referring to, it's more anatomical, and kingdom itself is referring to the structure as opposed to like the community sense of the word kingdom. If you know what I'm
Dude,
saying.
you might need to give us another hint.
give us another hint.
This
This is
Yeah.
yeah.
Get it?
Are you guys officially like
No,
We're
we're not
officially
giving
asking for another
We're just asking-
clue if
yeah.
you can give it to us.
another clue?
Hard.
I don't know. I mean, I've already like I've like silver.
All right, so let's
that
think
one.
urethra. That's a.
But
that's
it's
a
not.
part-
But
that's
it's
an
not- it's not-
anatomical part
it's
of
not
a
a
penis.
penis.
I'm just thinking.
No, it's not. It's not an anatomical. It's an anatomical term.
Penis is
For.
the anatomical term for penis.
I mean, it's another. I mean, yes, it is. It is. It is.
But we're talking about the
but it's
actual penis, not the balls.
correct.
Okay.
We're not talking about like genitals. I mean, we are, but not the balls. So we're not including balls here. It's purely
genitals would have been one. Genital. Sentinel.
Genital sentinel. That would have been a cool one. Another good one. That. All right, Grayson, you've maxed this out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is it?
Have I really? Did I really do the finisher? Man,
What is it?
phallus palace.
Oh!
Man.
I was so stuck on castle that it can't really be a palace.
Oh, dude, I feel so
That
bad.
was
All
a good one. Damn.
And so that's why I was trying to feed it. I was like, it's more anatomical and it's like referring to the structure
Okay.
as opposed to
phallus.
like the community.
Like phallic. Okay.
Kingdom.
Okay.
That was good.
It was. You should be proud of yourself.
Amelia, come over here and pat me on the back. Okay, fine.
Daniel,
yeah,
you got
Amelia
one?
is my dog
Thank
for
you.
everyone listening. So.
You guys need to fill the space.
We need to fill the space as Daniel's thinking, Grayson.
Oh,
Bear
dude,
with
let me
me,
put
guys.
on some drums here. Let me give you some nice
I got a
soothing
burp.
drums.
Go. No,
Burp
now
it,
it hurts.
burp.
I trapped it too much, and now it hurts. It's just in my stomach. I can't burp anymore. Let me see if I can force it out. Oh, fuck. Okay, I got it out. Mo, I think I got another one.
Okay.
Sound like something from Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World in theaters this December.
Jurassic Park in theaters
No,
this
June.
December.
You're thinking of Star Wars. Star Wars is this Christmas.
Oh,
This Christmas.
man,
Blow off
should
your
I
family
do you
to
get-
see the new Star Wars.
Blow all of your family and then see.
Well, it's not like my family's only.
I should be the
They
movie
can get
guy.
a strap on, Daniel.
In
have a
theaters
mom.
this summer. Seriously, yes.
Who says your mom can't be
We
a
should
dad?
all
Huh?
attempt to be the movie guy and just be like, in theaters this June.
All right, give us your movie trailer voice while I'm thinking. Grayson. I'm sorry, guys.
This summer, one man, one desire. We're gonna pull a little what was his name? Pablo Francisco out of our ass here. He sold tortillas on the corner and the mob want it in. I don't know who this guy is, but I want him in his tortillas. Then, action. Get down. More action. Get down again. Oh, my God.
Okay, I've got one.
Oh, he's got one.
A flower you'd use to accelerate.
A pedal?
What was that noise that I just made?
It is a pedal.
Really?
I thought I would throw you off by doing two of the same words.
That's
but you got it
that's
immediately.
Well,
actually
Ryan,
pretty good,
but Ryan did that
Damn
earlier.
it, man. That was a good idea, but then good like counterfuck by Grayson.
Dude, he counterfucked the shit out of me.
I fuck counters.
All right, guys. Hashtag counterfuck.
If you count how many fucks are in this podcast, we will retweet you.
If you count how many fucks and how many times Grayson says the word the,
Then we will retweet you.
I give him a
dude,
little
why
bit of
would
a
you do
challenge.
that, man?
Fuck,
you
man.
just threw like an extra 12 in there. I counted. All right, guys. Thank you,
See, now you just gave him the answer.
thank you guys so much for listening to the Cyndágo pod. Did you just burp?
I started burping and now my stomach is just gas and it's releasing it. I didn't actually mean to do that one. It just kind of came out because my mouth was open because I always look stupid.
Well, you want to interrupt me? You can do the outro.
Like Cyndágo.
But I always do the outro.
Well, you fucked it up this time.
Oh, well, hey, Ryan. Yes? Would you care... wait, first, Ryan. Yeah. Let's thank Grayson. Okay, thank him. Grayson, thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. And Daniel.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan, go. Okay, Ryan.
Okay, no, this is falling apart. Okay, I'm gonna throw it over to one of the most, absolutely, without a doubt, hairy people.
I'm not hairy.
You're pretty hairy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not the most hairy person. I've met. Look at that. Look at all that hair. I'm gonna pass it over to one of the most hairy people I know, who lives right across the living room from me.
Yeah.
He's sitting right next to me right now. You guys love him.
You've
You've seen him. You might have even smelled him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, man, I've smelled him. I've smelled him.
Yeah, you have. You've kissed me on the lips.
Dude, I did. I kissed both of you on the lips. We have,
Yeah.
we have locked lips.
We have. That was fun.
It was
Guys.
a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for listening, but I'm going to pass it over to the one, the only Ryan McGee for the outro. Ryan?
Play me a guitar and call me daddy, baby. Oh.